Cameron Palmer here with Reese, Soltis. Reese, you guys beat Crestwood 34-14 in a conference win. Your performance, 9 attempts, 147 yards, and a touchdown. Just tell me what worked for you tonight running the ball.
I got to thank my linemen up front. I wouldn't be able to get all those yards and that touchdown without my hogs up front. I just like to thank them for that.
So tell me, you guys made a quarterback change this week. You put Cal in over Logan, who was kind of banged up from last week's game. What did you guys have to do throughout practice this week to adjust for tonight?
Cal had a killer game last game, and Logan got banged up, so we had to put him at quarterback. And Cal knew he had to step up, and he played a pretty good game at that quarterback position, and he stepped up. So
for a big conference win here in Week 7, what is this going to do for you guys for the rest of the season as you guys continue on with conference play, moving towards playoffs?
All gas, no brakes. Keep on going, and we want to keep on winning some CVC. So.
Thank you. Cameron Palmer here with Ciminello from Cardinal Huskies. Just tell me kind of what this week was like. You got put in the quarterback spot, and you did well. You helped them get to a victory. Just tell me what you did this week throughout practice to get ready for tonight.
So this week, I had a lot of help from Logan, our senior quarterback. He stepped in as a leader this week and, helped me sharpen up all the small details. Last week, I had a pretty big second half against Berkshire. It boosted my confidence a lot. So I was pretty comfortable coming into the game tonight.
And so you, on the ground, went 6 attempts for 37 yards and a touchdown. How did that help you just kind of settle in with the passing game?
So my whole life, I've always been a good runner, so probably better than I have passing. And so, I'm used to it, and it did help me settle a lot, running that single wing, it helped us.
And so, one last question. You guys play Grand Valley next week. Just tell me what we can expect from the Huskies next week.
Oh, you can expect a dogfight, for real. It's their homecoming game, we're 2-1 on homecoming games this year, so, we're ready for it, Our defensive tackle used to play at Grand Valley, and he's ready for this game. I think we're all going to have a huge game against them.
Thank you. Cameron Palmer here with Troy Domen. Troy, first off, a good offensive night for you on the ground. You go 8 attempts, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Just talk about your offensive performance.
I knew that I had to come out, and I had to give it my best. They're a new CVC team, and we're 2-0 against them in the CVC. So, it's great. I definitely worked hard, and I definitely earned it.
So tonight, you guys made a quarterback change. Cal got the start, and you guys did a lot offensively with the plays, shifting linemen, and you taking the ball as a Wildcat. Just kind of tell me what you guys did this week throughout practice to make sure it was perfect tonight, and it was.
So we definitely repped it a lot. We had a lot of, when we did those trickery plays, we had a lot of mess-ups, but we continued to work at it and get better and better, and I think that's what helped us out tonight.
And so tell me about your touchdown pass to former quarterback, but we'll be back next week, Logan Sugar, for 50 yards. Break down the play.
Well, the tables turned. No, just like, so we knew that they were blitzing, and they knew that I feel like I had a little influence on me. I told the coach, maybe have me run the ball and me throw it because they're keying, because Cal was the starting QB. So if he were to get it, they're obviously going to think maybe he could pass it. So I was like, okay, well, maybe they won't expect pass. And sure enough, they all blitzed, and I had it, and I seen Logan, and I just threw it up, and it was awesome. It felt great.
And so one last question. Tell me how big of a conference win this is for you guys as you move on with the rest of the season, traveling to Grand Valley next week.
Yeah, it's a great conference win. I think it definitely boosts our confidence going into next week, and we'll capitalize each week we get.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Cameron Palmer with Perotti, head coach of the Cardinal Huskies. You win over Crestwood 34-14. Just first off, tell me how big of a win this is tonight.
That's absolutely huge. Getting a win against a 4-win team. When we're still have our eyes set on making the playoffs. That's huge. Now we just need some help in the back end.
And so you guys kind of had to make a quarterback change this week, starting Cal over Logan. What was it like this week in practice, making sure that he was ready and everything was perfect for tonight?
He's known. He's had this offense tailored. He's been practicing it since the summer hit, and he's done a tremendous job with it. So for giving us the help defensively, Logan really stepped up. He did a phenomenal job. Caught a touchdown pass. But we needed him more defensively this week than we needed the help on offense. But Cal is great with it. He knows this offense really well.
And so you guys did a lot of like pre-snap shifting with the offensive line, and Troy took a couple snaps at Wildcat. He threw the pass to Logan. Just tell me what it was like in practice this week, making sure everything was perfect, and how good did it feel to see it executed properly tonight?
Yeah, last week we had some issues. We were running running a single wing. It started off as more of a short yardage situation. We just added a wrinkle doing, basically what Garrettsville does and moving guys around pre-snap. Last week it worked really, really well, but we made too many mistakes. Those mistakes did not happen tonight, and that's why we came out victorious.
And then one last question. You held Nate Blasioli to 40 attempts, 227 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 5.6 yards per carry, holding him under 10 yards on 40 carries. So talk about your defensive effort tonight.
First off, give credit to Coach Jack D'Amato and Nate. He's a hell of a running back. He's fantastic. We gave him good shots, and he just kept his feet trucking. But defensively, they kept bringing it, and that was needed. We limited the big plays, even though he'd get 10 yards a crack, especially in the first couple series. He was getting 10 and 10 and 10. But defensively, we had some really good stands by the goal line, and that was huge. Nate being homecoming king, Neil being homecoming king, and he played like it. I don't think I've seen an effort like that from a homecoming king in a long time.
Thank you.
Thank you.